This is a reading for Sagittarius for the month of December. So just going to focus around your energy and then just lay down your 10 cards on the table. So a good shuffle. So let's take a look at what's been happening and what's going to show up. So your first card is very much about things coming back into balance here. Okay, I do sense there's going to be some kind of action which you take which brings things back into balance. It could well be inaction in the sense that you've given so much of yourself, you've given so much of your time into a situation, and the more you give, the more they seem to take. So the energy here is of you stepping back. So taking action in the sense of stepping back from the situation, and then in doing so, that readdresses the balance. And then what you want starts coming towards you. It's very much this energy that if you kind of try to push things, then things are pushed away. If you pull away, then you pull things towards you. It could well be some kind of legal or official situation around you that needs attending to. The card is also number 11 as well, which is a spiritual number. And it could well be that you've been seeing like sort of synchronicities, like repeated numbers, white feathers, like initials on number plates, people or situations have been popping up on your feed. It's very much about alignment as well, about things falling into line. It's like the universe is getting things ready. There's some kind of like reunion or some kind of reconciliation here as well. Card crossing is very much this energy of like a plant. Okay, the plant is kind of sort of reached the ceiling, it's in a room, it's got nowhere else to grow. So do you move the plant or do you put a hole in the ceiling? So again, once again, the energy is very much about if you try to fix things where you are, or trying to push the issue, trying to put a hole in the ceiling, then it causes a lot more damage. But if you just move it somewhere else, like outside or into a higher room, then it can grow and then it can flourish. So once again, it's about you stepping back from a situation, and then in doing so, things start to grow. So looking back slightly, I do sense toxic influence around you. Okay, I see these chains around you. So it's like you're tied to somebody, or someone's been using some type of manipulation to keep you stuck, to keep you trapped. Okay, it's also your own fears and worries as well, because you've got this idea of what you want, this dream, if you like, and then these doubts and these fears come in, and they kind of sort of block things like manifesting. Okay, because it becomes truthful with what you put out. It's like a mirror. Yeah, so if you believe it's not going to happen, then it reflects back to you. If you believe it's going to happen, then it reflects back to you. But when there's mixed signals going out to the universe, you get back a mishmash of what you want. So if you can work on those fears and those doubts, which are a self-fulfilling prophecy, and minimize them, then you get more of what you want. I do feel a toxic feminine energy here around the whole situation. Could well be younger. If not, most certainly immature. They've been doing a lot of stirring, they've been doing a lot of like manipulation. Could well be connected to this toxic energy here as well. But the overall feeling here with you is that you're going to draw a line in the sand once and for all. Enough is enough. This is the energy I get here. You may have received some bad or some sad news recently, and it's like you're dealing with that, but you will get through this. This is what I'm being told. There's a lot of focus here on the past, and it's confirmation there's been a lot of focus on your fears, your worries, your doubts. Of course, if you look that way, look back at those spilt cups, you're just going to get more of that. You're not looking anywhere else. But the feeling here is of you changing your perspective or changing direction. Yeah, because if you change your direction or perspective, you can see those two cups still standing, which is very much about this soulmate connection around you. But you're not seeing that. You're seeing something else at the moment. And don't forget, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you change the way you look at something, then what you look at also changes. You may well be wondering whether it's the end of the beginning or the beginning of the end around a situation. But what I sense here is some unfinished business. Okay, this dark sky here, it's very much this energy of the darkest hours just before the dawn. Okay, every cloud has a silver lining. There's light at the end of the tunnel here. It's like this healing process which you're going through, and because the card is reversed, as I read it, these swords can just drop out. So it shows you working on your fears, your worries, and your doubts. There's some kind of release coming up from within yourself, and then also on the outside as well. Everything starts off within yourself. You can't force the issue on yourself, on the outside, but you can work on yourself. And then in doing so, things start to show up on the outside. The advice card, it's very much what I've been saying. It's very much focusing on the victory. Yeah, focusing on what you want. Okay, the more you can do that, the more you can focus on the solution, the problem will just shrink, okay, because you'll find solutions. But if you focus on the problem, then that just grows and you get more problems. I see you standing tall here, okay? It's very much this shift from wearing your heart on your sleeve to ruling with your mind. Do you realize the only way you're going to get what you want here is to rule with your mind? Yeah, because you've been wearing your heart on your sleeve, you've been giving so much of yourself to somebody in different situations. It's been take. And it's like you step back or you walk away from a situation. Okay, you've been bogged down. It's like you haven't been able to see the wood for the trees, but you step back, you see the bigger picture, you gain more clarity, you see what you need to do. You gain more security as well. Could well be something here around a love interest, and the more you step back, the more security they're going to give you. Okay, there's also commitment further down the line for you as well. Also improvements around a work or money situation for you coming up. So really this picture just sums it up. Okay, you're in rags. This person next to you, it could be a love interest or situation, is on crutches. So they're holding you back. Okay, but the message here is if you put on your glad rags, walk away from this personal situation, those crutches get thrown up in the air and they'll start coming towards you, or what you want will start coming towards you. Don't forget to click on the link if you want a personal reading. Thank you.